Students and parents get ready because the countdown has begun. In just a few hours, rockets will be blasting off into the skies of the hill country. Alicia Inns is near Fredericksburg with the creative minds behind the big launch. Good morning.
Good morning, Brian. Gosh, this is so cool to be here and see this. 30 different Texas high schools are here, and they have spent months, basically the whole school year, designing and putting together rockets that are actually going to be launched out here near Fredericksburg. And it is so impressive to see this stuff. Look, these teams are getting prepped and ready right now, putting the finishing touches on what they're going to be launching, doing some practice runs today. It is so impressive to see. But I did want to introduce someone to you guys from a local school in near Fredericksburg. This is Andrew Mathis. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Sure, thank you.
So exciting day, because I know you guys have been working all year long for this.
Correct, yeah. The students start in the first semester and they learn about the physics of flight, and then at the very start of this semester they are presented with a problem, and depending on the level of the school, the problem is either to get a 1-pound payload research package to 1 mile high or to break the speed of sound. Fredericksburg High School is trying to break the speed of sound. As part of that, they learn the design and development loop, and they spend the entire semester getting to this point. It's their rocket. When they ask questions, our job as teachers is just to say, I don't know, what does your research tell you? When they say we've run into a problem, you say, good luck. The teacher kind of becomes a facilitator. It's not our job to teach, but to help them find the answers to the solution.
You say break the speed of sound like it's so nonchalantly, but these students, I mean, that's a big accomplishment for them, I'm sure.
It's a huge accomplishment. It's one of those things. We're really pushing kids into areas they've never been before. They've never considered this in their life. They can't just walk out and get a Google search that's going to tell them how to do it, and 3 million searches in half a second. So they really have to do their research, and that's really different because these days students are used to finishing their research really quickly, and they might spend 2 months researching before they even touch actual rocket parts. So it's exciting for them to actually be pushed into a real-world situation where problems aren't solved in a day.
And something that maybe they can take and go on into the future and maybe
Right.
use and apply this to a potential career.
Correct. So a lot of our students end up following engineering into college and technical fields. And what's exciting is some kids come in not really thinking they're interested in engineering and get hook, line, sinker, and they really make changes. Some kids don't know what they want to do, and all of a sudden they've got a passion for something that they never had before. So it really gives students an opportunity to know what engineering is before they go to college and start really spending money on it. So.
It's very cool to see, very cool stuff. So we're going to be out here kind of watching some of this go down. These students putting the finishing touches again, and then we're going to launch them, I hear, a little bit after 9 o'clock. So we're going to grab some of that, hopefully have that for you at noon and maybe this evening as well. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, totally cool, and they've got all their team uniforms on there.
Right.
And those aren't baby rockets.
No, those are some big boys.
Those are serious.
And a lot of those folks, I guess, end up going into careers that have to do with this.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Very cool.
Well, we've got a lot of fog here in Austin, but fortunately clear out in the hill country.
Right, we've been watching that visibility because we don't want them to have to scrub their lunch, and it looks pretty clear out there in Gillespie County, 10-mile visibility. That means you do not have any fog present. Here in the metro, we're not as lucky. We do have some light fog settling in, but these visibilities, 2-3 miles, that's not too terribly bad, so your morning commute should not be largely impacted.